continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Complete to start this drive. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll line up for a second down play. They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. On third down, here's Peoples. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Gore. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Here's Gibson. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Left side is Gibson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it way down the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Drops back on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
second down, going to throw it. Under pressure. Touchdown, Penn State. Makes the grab, inbounds. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Leaves it short.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his wide.
Unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Cunningham. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels! The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and that think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff for Peoples. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it, get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Snapped on 4th down. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Look out! And they got him.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Hand off Gibson, working left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Past the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these designed quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fires left. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it. Now the toss. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. To the air. It's Knight. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback will keep it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run.
Grabs it inside the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's giving this defense all they can handle.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Give running right, it's Peoples. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Nowhere to go.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's past the marker. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Touchdown, Rebels! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The returner will field it and bring it back. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Tells to run, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now run out of the gun, James People. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime updates.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Our first stop is with Kansas State, taking on the Old Dominion Monarchs. And it's Kansas State engaging in some real warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC.
Quarterback changing the play. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the move. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on third down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Not a lot of room to field this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on second down. Stepping to the right. Throws for the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Works the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Wide receiver going in motion. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Plows his way ahead. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Long way to go on second down. From the red zone, it's Peoples. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up. And through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. First play of this drive. Lets it fly. Makes